So you mentioned about your 2 years with working with Michael Jackson, and you mentioned earlier about how much Michael Jackson loved the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Can you share some examples where the audience and the viewers who watch this can know about the love that Michael Jackson had for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the love that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has for our brother Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Michael Jackson, I think they were, in my opinion, similar souls, very sensitive. MJ was very sensitive. And I think the minister could relate, just being, the minister is just a good, genuinely a good person. And MJ was like that. I think they bonded just off of just the sincerity of just being a human being in love for life and love with humanity. I think they bonded on that. And MJ, the difference was that MJ, it was very easy to take advantage of him. And as he told me, years prior, that is the story of his life. People taking advantage of him, people he thought he can trust, taking advantage of him for money. And he gave me examples. He would show me. So from what I know, at a certain point, he asked for the minister's help because he was just being taken advantage of. And Brother Joshua Farrakhan tells me the story of them, of the minister allowing, his son to help, and that's what it was. It was assistance. And, Joshua came and pretty much relieved the security that was charging him so much money. I'm talking like tens of thousands a week for security of like two people. They would just, and it's, management letting them do that. And the minister wouldn't charge anything. The minister, that's one thing I learned about the minister being around him by Allah's grace. He's not motivated by money. And I strive to follow him in that example of not doing, I think his quote to me was, "Don't do anything for money." And as I understand it, it's not, you got to work, but as far as your motivation, is doing it for money. But when the brothers come in, the minister didn't take a dime, but when the brothers came in, the brothers slashed the prices by, I don't know how much, but it was a lot of money. The brothers came in and charged him fairly, which he wasn't used to being charged so low. And then that's when I was soon hired and brought in. But he loved the minister for that, up until, the This Is It tour that he didn't live to perform. He was talking about, flying the minister. He was excited about Supreme and his family, coming to London, and he was just excited. And, I remember in his beautiful, his home in California, he wanted to invite the minister, but he was ashamed that it wasn't as glamorous as Neverland. And I remember him talking to me about, like, "Oh, Brother Michael, it's not, I want for the minister, it has to be this, it has to be that. I want to, so he really loved him. And that went back. It went back way before my involvement, just their relationship. But I got to see firsthand how much MJ loved the minister and the minister, and I got to witness how the minister helped him, and I got to witness that because I was a part of that. And I remember being told, treat MJ like you would treat the minister. This was from my superiors when I was working up under them when I first started, because I didn't just jump in as his chief of staff. I worked my way up, but